Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So, as time continues to get ever so much closer to the hearing on September 6th, there's more and more that continues to come out, and there are some things that I wanted to take a look at because there was something that was leaked, and we're going to go over that in just a moment, but there's something that stood out to several people, myself included, in some of these statements by Chuck Huber. Now, I did go over these documents by Chuck Huber and his statements, but I want to go over some very important points here because there are things that stood out to me even when going over this myself, and it's very vital to the information that was actually leaked, because what was leaked, if it's true, may actually confirm more things of what Chuck has been saying. And this is pretty vital information here. So let's take a look at point 35. My experience working at Funimation was unpleasant. It is well known that if one falls out of favor with certain people, including Chris Sabat, or if one tries to do anything to change the working conditions, that person will not be rehired as a voice actor. I felt threatened with not being used as a voice actor in subsequent projects if I complained about the work environment. Now, there are two things that are vital about the statement. One, Chris Sabat, obviously. But the second thing that is important is when it says that if one tries to do anything to change the working conditions, that person will not be rehired as a voice actor. Okay, so remember those points because they're going to be very vital as we continue to look through all of this. And I'll get to why that's so important in my point in just a moment. So let's continue to look down a little bit. Let's look at point 41. When the Dragon Ball Kai was being recorded in 2007, I heard rumors that actresses had been recast at Funimation for refusing certain advances by Funimation employees. I consider these rumors credible based on my experience working at Funimation and from direct messages received from a former DBZ cast member. Now, isn't that interesting? Think about this. For one, remember the date 2007 and remember Dragon Ball Kai because we're going to go back to that. So keep those in mind. But something that is very, very important in this statement is I consider these rumors credible based on my experience working at Funimation and from direct messages received from a former DBZ cast member. I wonder who that cast member may possibly be. You know, I wonder if there is a potential leaked DM out there that, may be from that former DBZ cast member. Huh. I wonder. Then again, there was something that was leaked recently. Yeah, we're definitely going to go over that real soon. But let's go on to point 42. Point 42 states, I also heard that actresses who participated in these events with Funimation/Okratron 5000 employees were cast in roles. I consider these rumors credible based on my experience working at Funimation. Now, that sounds like a casting couch, if you had to ask me, from this statement here, saying that employees obviously did certain things, and they got certain roles. And since Chris Sabat is in charge of Okratron 5000, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? So that throws him into this. But let's go ahead and look into more of this, because 45 states Chris Sabat is the owner of Okratron 5000 and is a voice actor of Funimation. Okay, so that ties a little bit together by these statements. So then, let's move on down again. Let's take a quick look at point 48. The voice actors employed by Funimation generally consider Chris Sabat to be a de facto manager at Funimation, and they believe his approval and support is vitally beneficial to succeeding at Funimation and the conventions and the converse regarding his disapproval. So it shows you that Chris Sabat seems to be the ringleader here. And from what the statements are saying, there might be a casting couch here. Okay, so that's very interesting. And then point 49. Chris Sabat has more influence at Funimation and other studios, including Rooster Teeth and Toei, than Vic has ever had in the anime industry. Okay? Well, that's interesting also, isn't it, when you think about it? Chris Sabat has so much power. Chris Sabat is the one who arranges things when it comes to voice actors, it seems. Seems that he is a very important component to voice acting roles. And it seemed that Chuck Huber himself was afraid that he wouldn't be able to do the voices he had done previously. If he had said anything about the environment or anything of that sort, that wouldn't be an approval. Because it seems that if somebody was not in favor of Chris Sabat, it seems like they probably won't be able to reprise the role as a character they previously played before. Well, isn't that something? Well, wouldn't it be a shame if there could potentially be a DM out there that could kind of go into this a little bit? Well, let's take a look at something that Sabat may not want people to know. So, Stephanie Nadolny. If anybody wonders who this is, now think about Chuck Huber's statement of a previous DBZ cast member, somebody who was once a cast member, no longer is anymore. Well, if you may not know who Stephanie Nadolny is, well, after I tell you this, you may know now. She was the voice of Kid Goku in Dragon Ball. She was also the voice of Kid and Teen Gohan in Dragon Ball Z. And that was after Funimation took over the dub, obviously. But she was the original voices for those characters. And yet, here's a DM that, as of right now, it is unconfirmed by her. But this looks pretty real if you had to ask me. Now, like I said, I can't confirm that this is officially Stephanie Nadolny. But this was given to Rekieta and a few other people. And recently it got leaked. And so, of course, Rekieta brought it up. Now, what's important about this is the statement said here. This really does confirm some things that Chuck Huber was saying. And if this is real, then these statements by Stephanie Nadolny, if this is Stephanie Nadolny, then they are very important to this case. So let's take a look at what she said. Sabat is a bully and has been out to get those who don't run in his pack since day one. Now, that sounds like something Chuck Huber was saying. Interesting, isn't it? Looking at the second part, I turned down his advances, and ever since then, since like 2007, he has been out to get me and make my life miserable. So, let's think about something. Dragon Ball Kai, Colin Clickenberg replaced Stephanie Nadolny as Gohan, Teen Gohan and Kid Gohan that is, and as Kid Goku. And from then on out, Stephanie Nadolny, except for in a game in 2010, has not reprised the role of Kid Goku or Kid Gohan or Teen Gohan. Now, that's something to think about. Because with this statement alone, now if this is true, like I said, Stephanie Nadolny has not come forward and said anything about this yet. But if this is true, then this tells you a lot. And it tells you a lot about Sabat. And that this whole casting couch could be real. This is a vital piece here if it turns out to be true. And it doesn't look like something that Sabat would want to be known. That's pretty huge. Very important. But I want to take a look at something else too. Now, as I stated, Stephanie Nadolny has not confirmed this yet, but you already have people on the Kick Vic side that are already trying to have damage control, that are already against her, despite the fact that she has not come out and said a word. So, take a look at this. If you look at this statement, and then if you think about how you have Monica Rial saying you should believe women, because all women are right whenever they tell these kind of stories, right? She said that back in February. Now, here's the thing. Here's this tweet right here from Teres, who does a lot of damage control, and this is what they had to say. I've always heard that Nadolny was fired because she was an alcoholic with so many arrests that it made working with her very difficult.
she has multiple convictions for property theft and DWI, and she has been shopping this casting couch story for years. Yes.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Whatever happened to the whole believe women story? Why is it that all of a sudden somebody that's against Sabbath is getting attacked now? And not even confirming this, by the way. This is before Nadalny has even been able to confirm any of this. Now, isn't that strange that they're doing damage control right now and she hasn't even come out on anyone's side? All she's done is say that it's about Sabbath and about how she has had issues with Sabbath in the past. She's had problems with Sabbath. But yet, they're already coming after her. Now, that's strange. Look at the hypocrisy here. They sit here and say, oh, hey, look, believe women. But then, if it's against their narrative, they don't want to believe women. It's like what Monica was saying about Ron Toye's ex-wife. About how, oh, you shouldn't believe her, you don't know the whole story. Here it is again. Here it is again with Stephanie Nadalny now. But yet, she hasn't even come out to confirm this, and they're already going after her. And the worst part is, that link right there is to her public records. Of course, we're not going to go into that, but I'm just saying, you can see all of her public records. This is how far they're going already after her. And she hasn't even come out and said, yeah, that was me that said that. She hasn't confirmed that yet. Now, it would be great if she does come out and say these things, if she does confirm whether she did say this or not. But, you know, if she does, she does. If she doesn't, she doesn't. But I wouldn't be surprised at this point if she does. Because considering what's going on here now, and you know how it goes. Law Twitter, since they believe in the court of public opinion rather than a court of law, obviously, they have to automatically try to go after said person that goes against their narrative. That, oh, they're lying, or oh, no, it's not the truth. Here we are again. And it just keeps happening. They don't want to believe anybody as long as it has to do with helping Vic. And if you think about it, if Stephanie comes out and says that this is true, this is a big component to helping Vic out. Of course, they don't want that, though. And that's why they're already going after her, despite the fact that she has neither confirmed or denied this yet. She has not confirmed that she said these things yet. But they're already going after her because of it. Because it affects the narrative. It affects of what they are wanting to try to tell. And it shows you how vile and evil these people are. Because they already jumped to this. It's pretty sick. It's pretty disgusting. And to throw up her public records, too. It shows you how much damage control they're trying to throw out there. And, you know, if you think about it, though, if you look at this and you think about it, with this information out there, if this turns out to be true, because if you look at Chuck Huber, and if you look at his statements, this confirms his statements. And considering that we do know Stephanie Nadalny was not in Dragon Ball Kai whenever it was being dubbed in 2007, tells you something. Tells you a lot. And seeing how Chuck Huber was saying that, you know, if they didn't do certain things for certain people, then they wouldn't be able to reprise their role as a certain character that they were. And if this turns out to be true, if Stephanie Nadalny comes out and says that, yeah, I said this, if she does say that, oh boy, I'm sure Chris Sabat's going to have to come out and make some statements, because this doesn't look very good. It certainly doesn't look very good at all. And the dates and everything and Chuck Huber's statements, they seem to line up. But anyways, let me know what you think down below. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, hit the video with a like. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Share this video. Let's get it out there. Try to spread it out there for people to know of this information. And follow me on Discord. Link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.